This part of the show is to pay respect to my brother from another mother, Mr. Petah Morgan from Morgan Heritage. If you love Morgan Heritage, say yes, Rasta. So I know my brother, you can't feel it. I'm hurting inside, grateful for the times. Grandpa, big up yourself, Grandpa.
Our condolences.
Yes, sir.
To you officially, sir.
Yes.
And to say, boy, you know, we feel your grief because we too grieve
Yes.
about this loss. It's a great loss in our music, in our culture.
Yes.
And I can just imagine how deeply saddened
Yeah.
it has left the family and so on. So, Reggie, say whatever you can to us about
Yeah. It's a hard time for the music, you know. Petah was truly, before he passed, I always said he was one of the greatest of all time. Just some of the things that he was able to do vocally within reggae music and this music period. And you think of the times of us harmonizing together and looking to my right from my keyboard and know that that will no longer happen again. Those are the things that hurt, and those are the things that you miss. You think about when the first time I brought him to the first grade, you know, as children, before music, before the world knew about Morgan Heritage. And those times resonate in your heart and your spirit. And you remember everything it took for us to build the thing that they call Morgan Heritage. And to know that we have to carry that on now. Without him, it hurt, you know. And Petah was my best friend. We had a family group where all of the members talk. Me, Gramps, Petah, Yuna, Mojo, and Lukes. And he would always send jokes from Instagram, and certain man you get up and you see the joke them again. You know, simple things like that where you take for granted. And I give thanks to Joey Botafuco if you really say, oh, come out and, you know, everybody kind of in a hole, but where we have to realize as Morgan Heritage is that there's a musical family as well that Uno also feel it. Uno in a pain as well. And just, if you just come on and I just wanted to come relax and just escape. I just come from Asia and just kind of get away, wanted a different change. But this is our people. This is who support Morgan Heritage. You over the past 30 years in the music, and have always been there. Every album that came out, you gave us a chance to speak and publish it. So we owe the public. We are public servants of music. So just to be here and amongst the fans and Christopher Martin, Taurus Riley, Buju Banton, Berry Saman, the Bridging Tango, you, Alison Hines, it's special, you know, because, you know, I was talking to Berry Saman, background singer at Wisdom, and we was just recapping and just reciting some of the scriptures of the Bible for comfort. And here it is, that's my musical family, but still we walk the same path. We draw from the same source of strength. So just to be amongst, I mean, this is our family, right? It's like my family, my brother and my sister, them is there, but I probably spend more time with my musical family than my personal family. Just think about that. So I haven't seen none of them, so this is the time that we get to mourn together. At the funeral, Uncle Freddie was there, you know, and you know his condition, and he showed up. His son Chino, Taurus Riley, Dean Frazier, the music fraternity came and helped to console us, because my father always talk about the circle of the family, but there's also a circle outside. And like me say, for you, on stage has been there every album. I wouldn't forget that, and that's why I just take a chance and come out, and cause we have to carry on. And Petah definitely would have been like, yo, we have to do your work, but I miss him. So I just gather in strength day by day, and just this really do a lot for me. Cause at one point I feel like I want to retire, because we build everything together. I'm first grade. He was my best friend next to Buju Banton. I know that's no longer here. So we're drying up ourselves, putting it together, and trying to carry on, because he would have seriously want it to carry on. So when we say Morgan Heritage to the year 3000 and beyond, I made that a promise to him. And the last days, you know, we would talk while he was on his bed and him say, oh, just don't stop. And, you know, songs like Bulby released a song called A Solid Woman. All of these things were planned a year ago. That's how far in advance we work. So there's still so much music still left to be released. And I'm happy I was able to really share that life with him as my little brother. But I miss him, you know. And a big chunk of reggae music, a big chunk of music was taken away from us. And when you think about, you know, the other day I was talking to Pat Moschino, you know Pat, and we were talking about the 25th anniversary of Doing for Dread to be Rasta. That album was 25 years ago, and you just see how time had passed. And you think about Bobby Digital will pass away and gone. You think about all these people and just realize a life short. So my message to all my fellow musicians and the fans, enjoy each other, Caribbean people especially. We show a lot of things we call hard love. You know, my Uncle Mikey used to laugh and say, when him tell my grandmother, say, Mama, me love you. She never said, I love you too. She said, me know, man. You know, so as a culture, as a people, we need to tell each other we love each other more, you know. It's important.
You know, there's widespread speculation about Petah's passing.
Speculations. Well, there don't need to be speculations. I mean, as the family described it and the doctor described it, he had a condition that was 1 in a million. And if it was that 1 in a million, that what catch Petah, you know. But the greatest thing is to know that he didn't suffer, wasn't in no pain, and it wasn't no cancer, it wasn't no crazy fatal disease. But like I said to people, that I reserve that right to his wife in respect of that and his children. And you know, it was a ailment where nobody expected. It just happened like we was in Jamaica in January, and in less than 30 to 45 days, brother transition, you know. So we kind of leave that. That part is privacy for the family. People are going to speculate because of the nature of how it happened, and it happened so fast. It wasn't a situation that was prolonged. But we reserve that for the family, you know. That's their privacy. That's his wife. That they can look her up on social media and talk to her, but that's them personal business. But it wasn't AIDS, it wasn't none of them something there. But it was a diagnosement where, if that is even a word, that is very rare. 1 in a million, like I said, and if it was that 1 million, that happened to my brother. So we just pray that his soul rest in peace. Him dreamed me already, so I'm happy about that. And he told me to go and finish the show.
Well, Gramps, it's very deep. We're saddened, but
Yes.
the fact that you have a space like this,
Yes.
and the love that I have heard coming forward for your brother, for the family,
Yes.
extraordinary, Bridget.
Yes.
That voice can never be replaced.
Never.
That voice is a big loss for all of us.
Yeah, that's the hurtful part.
You know, but there's a catalog
Yes.
that is eternal.
Yes. Yes, Winfred.
There's a catalog, my friend, that is eternal. Because the love for him is extraordinary. It's not just a singer. This voice in Morgan heritage is special to all of us.
Yes. It was not normal, you know. I just feel it, you know. I've been through several stages of anger, vexation, sorrow, disappointment. It's funny that in this stage of our life, we were talking about our retirement, what to do next, and mentoring some of the young artists. You hear the great Christopher Martin, you see great singers like Taurus, Rami and Virgo. We that have the experience, we have to mentor them, you know, to carry on the music, to give them the elements, the mindset, to take the music even further, because it can't stop. It didn't stop in the 70s, it didn't stop in the 80s, and it can't stop in the 2000s. So we were talking about different projects like that, and spending more time in Africa and more time at Jamaica, and you know, you see the different things. I'm investing in real estate in Jamaica to have a different homes in Jamaica for enjoy it, you know, enjoy the island. People live at Jamaica and them don't enjoy the island. And we wanted to push that to make people know, say, yo, go and go check out Wagwan and Mobi and the grill and go enjoy the country. and spend some time in Southeast Asia. Just retirement, what we're gonna do. And all of that Winnie just gone. It's gone, because we were talking about it for the past year and a half. What's next? We were planning to go in at the studio for a record over 700 songs. And thank God, what exists now is almost over 1,000 songs in our catalog. So, Morgan Heritage will live on forever. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
There's no time we can imagine when
Yes.
this group will not be relevant in this music version.
Yes, Winnie.
Because the work is what it is, timeless,
Yes.
eternal work.
Yes, sir. Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean? So, take heart, my friend.
Yes.
The healing is slow, but one of the things we don't have to ask about
Yes.
is the protection and the carry-on.
Yes.
And the life of Morgan Heritage. The family is
Yes.
strong enough
Yes.
to keep the music of Morgan Heritage.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
we have no question about that.
Yes, man. It will be carried on by God's grace.
If you give a little more than you take,
Absolutely.
and if you try to fix more than you break,
Oh Lord. God have
put
mercy.
your bantani, you're the kind who takes the time to help your brother in the rain.
Got you.
So there's a place, yeah, for people like you.
I hope so.
Yeah.
There is a place for people like you. And you, and you, and you, and you.
And you, and you, and you.
Let's go for Gramps Morgan.